G'day everyone and welcome to Two Cousins One Chat. I'm Ben.
Hello, and I'm Christy.
And we are Two Cousins One Chat. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you joining us.
And for those of you who are new to the show, welcome. Hello, and thanks so much for listening in. And by way of background, Ben and I are cousins, and we started this podcast 3 years ago now during COVID, and as a way of keeping connected with our family and friends. And I'm in Melbourne, and Ben's in Adelaide, and we chat about those two cities, our wonderful home cities, and everything in between. So there you go. That's who we are.
That's who we are. So Thanks so much for tuning in. We absolutely love doing our show, love our audience, love our listeners. So, thanks. And how you going, Christy, anyway?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Ben. Pretty good. And yourself?
Good. Yeah, look, we generally start our show talking about the weather, don't we? Because we sort of look out the window. I mean, we know our demographic. They love a bit of weather talk. And
I love talking about the weather. I love it. Complaining about the weather. My
that's
mum
the best
does
part.
too. Yeah, she's a like, if there was an Olympics for complaining about the weather, she would be gold. She'd be lots of gold medals around her neck.
She'd be complaining about having to get up on the podium, but anyway, it would be worth it.
Yeah, but we've had actually a couple of beautiful winter's days in Melbourne where it's been super foggy in the morning, and the afternoons have just cleared up gorgeously. So it's been really beautiful. It's a bit overcast today, but that's okay. It's not. I don't feel the cold today.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. We've got a nice clear day today, actually, which is good because tomorrow we're chopping a tree down.
Oh.
So, like just an old tree that's a bit dead out the front. We've got the tree out the front in the front yard. Do you know that one? Yeah, it's going tomorrow, and we're going to replace it with something else.
Oh, fantastic.
So we are replacing it with another tree. So that's good, but we do need to get rid of this one.
Yeah.
It's had a good innings.
Has it? Yeah, has it? How many years have you had it for?
Well, it's been here ever since we've been here, which is over 20 years.
What?
So,
wow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Always loved the wood chop at the Royal Show.
Yes. Those guys and girls they're fantastic. They're incredible.
Yeah,
amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Are you going to do something like that tomorrow?
Well, with a chainsaw. Yeah. I might get a white singlet out and some white pants like they do and start standing on a log and start chopping it just for fun. I'll probably get some bark in my eye or something and
to go to the hospital.
Be down the hospital. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we have to say that as anyone who listens to our show knows that we love the Tour de France, and we had Mike Tomalaris on for our special episode. It's wrapped up. We thought the late nights were over, but alas, it's not to be.
No, Paris is in a totally different time zone to us. So
been
watching the Olympics and watching all those incredible Aussie Olympians, and they're just having a killer Olympic season, aren't they? Is that the right word to say? But really have enjoyed watching all of the sports. And now that the track and field is on, love that as well. And today, Saturday, is the road race. So that'll have all of the big guns in it. So they finish up in the home stretch right under the Eiffel Tower. So that will be really cool to see.
So exciting.
Looking forward to that. Yeah. So
absolutely. And Lucas Plapp is in a bit of a bad way. I'm not sure if he was going to be in the road race, but
he's out now. Yeah,
but he is now. But was he going to be in the road race before? That's a shame. Yeah, I was reading about that.
Who's he been replaced with?
I don't know. I'd have to have a look.
Yeah, right. Sure. I know Ben O'Connor, I think. Oh gosh, yeah.
You've mentioned Ben O'Connor before, and it's been wrong. So just stop talking about Ben O'Connor, would you?
I was reading that he's just switched to another team. He's going to be heading up the Jayco Alula team for the next season. Yeah, so that's
because announced. Simon Yates has gone to Visma Lease Bike. Did you hear that?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yes, he has. So it's going to be Simon and Adam in UAE and Lease Bike versing each other, which is incredible. I just said versing, which is what the young people say.
Oh,
they do. Yeah, they say versing. Yeah, it's weird. Hey.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. So that's the Olympics. We're going to see it out. Jess Fox, champion. That's been so good to watch.
Unreal. Grace Brown, she won the first gold. Jess Fox is just incredible, and the female swimmers have just been incredible.
I know. The relay
so impressive, and the guys did really well last night in the pool. So
They did do nice in the pool.
in the
Yes, good on
pool.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy jump in to get the swimming cap out of the pool in his jocks?
Yes. Someone's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll get it. Don't worry. I think he
Oh,
was an official employee of the Olympics, thank goodness.
yeah.
But it was hilarious.
It
Yeah.
was really funny,
It was
wasn't
very
it?
funny. He just no worries about it. Just
Yeah.
stripped off in he goes.
Oh, I just thought that was so good. Did you watch
Uh,
the women's walk?
no,
Oh,
no.
did you see any of the highlights? One of our Australians, she came third. She got a bronze medal, which is
Oh wow.
fantastic. She's from Melbourne, I believe.
Ah,
And but just looking at the way they walk,
it's
it
crazy,
looks
isn't
so,
it?
they
Yeah.
look like kind of ducks waddling, and
It's
it
so
looks really
hard.
awkward. And it looks
Yes,
so
yes.
hard.
Very difficult. Yeah. And it's almost like it's
Fast.
restrained in a way. Like they
Yeah.
want to run, but they can't. And they can get disqualified if they're seen to be
Yeah.
not walking as
One
well.
foot has to be on the ground at
Mm,
all times.
mm,
But
mm,
yeah, they're just incredible. I'm
mm. I
really,
like to have that philosophy in life, actually. I always
yeah.
like to have at least 1 foot on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very little jumping for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not jumping either. If you could
Just having a drink, people,
yeah,
don't
what
we?
about if you could be in any Olympic sport, what would you do?
Mm. Well, you know, I was not brought on this earth for my sporting prowess. So I would probably do, actually, really, probably a cycling thing, I would say.
Yeah?
That's probably the thing I would enjoy the most. Or archery looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Archery
right.
looks like a bit of fun. Yeah, not
Yeah.
that I've never ever shot a bow and arrow, but it just looks like fun.
Yeah.
Because you've got that really specific target. What about
Yeah.
you?
I reckon the pole vault, because that looks like heaps of fun. Like you run with a big pole, and you stick the
Yeah.
pole in the ground, then you go boing, 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 boing,
Yeah,
and you go
and you're so
right up
high
in
up
the
in the air.
air.
Yeah.
That looks like heaps of fun, doesn't it?
It does look like fun, yeah. Be
Yeah.
pretty scary when you first start out.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
Well, the high jump.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
reckon the pole vault for me.
Okay. Pole vault and archery. Look out. 2020, what will it be?
Oh, hang on,
2028.
on the gymnastics. So, I mean, have you seen some of Simone Biles?
Oh, she's incredible.
Incredible.
My
And
God.
I've seen some things on Instagram where people are like doing trying to replicate what she's doing, you know, arms up in the air and
God. They can't help themselves, can they?
no, but it does look really funny.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, yeah, it has been really good. I'm really enjoying it. And surely when the Olympics is done, then we can get back to some normal sleep routines.
Well, we could. And look, today's episode is not actually about the Olympics. Today we're talking about 21st birthdays. But before we did that, we thought we'd just do a really quick round the
Yeah.
grounds of what's happening in Melbourne and Adelaide. Just because, winter is a time of coldness, but, tourism organisations are really onto this whole winter thing. The whole
Yeah.
Tasmania sort of went off with this whole winter jobs campaign that was really, really popular.
Yeah.
But Adelaide, we've had the Lights Festival, and I think I said on the last show we went to the Fire Festival in the
Yep.
Botanic Gardens, which was incredible. Just all sort of displays with flames and actual fire right through the gardens, which was great. But coming up, or in fact this weekend, is the Fleurieu Food Festival. So the Fleurieu Peninsula is down south. We're talking Aldinga, Selix, McLaren Vale, Wollonga, Victor Harbour, that kind of area. Really nice festival for the next week or so. And it's food, there's vineyards there, there's beautiful coastline and lots of great places to eat. So that's happening. But also what's called Oyster Palooza, which is at a particular distillery, Never Never Distillery in McLaren Vale. So I imagine that they're kind of coordinating their efforts so that get lots of tourists. So, and it's actually a perfect weekend for heading down south and getting some food and trying out some of the wineries. There's so many wineries through McLaren Vale, McLaren Flat, Langhorne Creek, all through there. It's really, really nice. So hopefully people are enjoying the southern end of South Australia.
Yeah, and because the winter months can get you down, really, they can. I know some people really struggle during the winter months. But if you kind of can switch that sort of thinking in your head somehow to like get out and enjoy some of the amazing things that are happening in Melbourne and Adelaide. In Melbourne, I think it's on a Wednesday. They have the winter night market at the Vic Market,
Oh yeah.
and there's all like heaps of pretty lights strung up. There's lots of food trucks from different foods from all around the world, and seafood or massive big paellas. So it's fantastic, and there's heaps to see there and heaps to eat. So that's during the winter months, and the Vic Market's right in the middle of town, really
Oh
easy
yeah.
to get to.
Fantastic.
And then also the Royal Botanic Gardens, which is also right in the middle of the city on the Yarra there, has Lightscape coming up for the month of August. And that is similar to what you had in Adelaide with the Firelight Festival, but
Oh yeah.
everything's lit up with lights, and it's a beautiful, beautiful exhibition that you can fully immerse yourself in. So that looks absolutely gorgeous. And the final one that I was just going to say is the Melbourne International Film Festival
Oh yeah, right.
is on. So all of the cinemas are, most of the cinemas are part of that. So there's a whole suite of films to go and see from all around the world. So yeah, there's lots going on if you want to. If not, you can just stay at home and record podcasts like us.
That's right. Or listen to podcasts of
Yeah.
other people that are, blood, sweat, and tears to record and put it out there for the people, whoever they are. As in, yeah.
Speaking of, just recently we launched the Spotlight on Community Tell Me More mini-series, and we have got 4 wonderful episodes to bring you. We've already launched the first one, which was with Wendy Bywaters, who's the Deputy Mayor in the Hindmarsh Shire Council, and also she runs her own B&B in Nil. We've spoken to Wendy. We spoke to her 2 years ago, Ben.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Yeah. So it was really good just to touch base with Wendy and see what she's up to and listen to her, some of the community initiatives that she's working on. And she's like the busiest person. So it was great to get her time and great to have a chat to her. So we've got another couple up our sleeves, and they'll be coming out shortly.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, well, today we're talking about, as I said, 21st birthdays.
Yeah.
Seems like a long time ago, but let's get on with it.
Let's do it. Today we're remembering the 21st birthdays and our own and some of the 21st birthday celebration over the years. For some, this is a huge event marked by grand celebrations. But why is turning 21 so significant? We wanted to explore the history and the traditions behind this milestone birthday, plus some of the most hilarious memories of 21st birthdays.
So, Christy, why is the 21st birthday such a big deal? Because you've got the 18th.
Yeah.
But then, 3 years later, you're doing your 21st. So, what is the story with 21st birthdays?
Well, I've been doing a little bit of research, Ben, because when we came up with this idea about talking about 21st birthdays, we were killing ourselves laughing with all of the funny things that we've had at 21st birthdays. But then I wanted to understand, some of the significance of turning 21. And this dates back to ancient times, Ben, because in many cultures, 21 was considered the age when someone was mature enough to handle adult responsibilities.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And historically,
that's an interesting concept.
Yeah,
I don't know if I was.
I certainly wasn't. And historically, 21 is also the age when people gain full legal rights. Right. Yeah.
But it does, you can vote when you're 18 here in Australia, but it also includes the right to vote, marrying without parental consent. This all sounds very old school, doesn't
it? It does.
And entering into contracts. So you can sign a contract when you're 21. But in Australia, it's actually 18 for all that stuff now. But 21 was also the legal drinking age, which in a lot of parts of the world it is too now. So that was kind of like this rite of passage thing, I guess. And now in Australia it's 18. Some people probably wished it was 21.
21, yeah.
But you get this key which symbolises the key to the door, representing freedom and adult responsibilities, which I got one, and everyone sort of signs it, and it's this kind of little, it's almost like a card that everyone signed in. Did you got one, yeah?
Yeah, I actually got a physical key.
Oh, did you?
Ribbon, yeah, and got, put around my neck. But
Jeez.
actually, I forgot about the key that you signed. Yeah, it was in the shape of a big key. Oh, I didn't know they do
That's
that
right. Yeah.
anymore. Hey, I wonder if people still do that.
Well, I have
Um,
no idea. I haven't been to a 21st for a
oh, I
long
know.
time.
Oh my God. I guess the next 21st will be our nieces and nephews and your
Absolutely.
son. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
But people celebrate with big parties or themed parties, special dinners, and significant gifts are all part of the fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So, just thinking back. So, we put the call out to some of our friends to hear about your 21st birthdays, and we got some ripper responses. So, stay tuned for some honorable mentions later in the show.
Okay.
But, Ben, what did you do for your 21st?
Well, I was living in Melbourne when I turned 21, as you know,
Yep.
back in the day. So I had two 21st birthdays, which I guess you could say was a bit indulgent. But hey, I had my Melbourne friends and family, and I had my
Yep.
Adelaide friends and family. So I had my first 21st was in Melbourne in the wonderful University Cafe in Lygon Street in Carlton, which was one of my favourite places to go at the time. They had really nice food, and they had upstairs
Upstairs. Yeah, that's right.
thingy. So it was good. So I had some family. You were there. Had some friends that came along as well. And but the biggest highlight from that 21st was the fact that we saw Bart Cummings. Remember? So he wasn't actually invited. Let me just be clear. But he was there. I mean, you couldn't miss that hair and those eyebrows. It was
Yeah.
unmistakably Bart Cummings, which was quite a good celebrity spot at the time in Melbourne, I thought.
Yeah, and being your birthday's in November, so it
Mm.
was all round about Melbourne Cup time and this
He may have
spring
had a win
racing.
at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he didn't give a speech or anything, did he?
No, but he was probably smoking cigars. Everyone was smoking back then
Oh
in the
yeah,
university cafe upstairs, all smoking. But then my second 21st was back home in SA, back at the home, back at the
yep,
ranch,
yep.
and that was good. Mum had a cake made, I remember, with one of the characters on it that I'd played in one of my plays in Melbourne. And
Oh, who
yeah,
was
photo
that?
board and mixed. I did a
Yeah. Oh
mixtape for
yeah,
my
yeah.
21st and had a photo board, and yeah, so there's still some good photos about. I was smoking then too, because all the photos in that I was smoking.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop smoking. Oh my god! Just stop me. I'm 21. What are you going to do? Arrest me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my 21st. They were kind of low key by comparison to other people's, but
What about?
that was still good fun.
Did you have any memorable gifts for your 21st apart
Oh,
from
I
the
thought you
key?
might ask me that, and I can't really remember. I did get, no, I did actually get a couple of things I can remember. I think someone gave me, because it was around the time that Crowded House split up,
Yeah.
the first time when Paul Hester, bless him, was still with us.
Yeah.
Um, I know, and they had done that farewell concert in on the steps of the Opera House, which I should have gone to.
Yeah. I know.
But yeah, we
Okay,
had
you
something
didn't.
else on that
Yeah.
weekend, and I didn't go.
Mm.
So in any case, someone got me the video, and it had a video, and then it was a T-shirt with it as well. So that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
cool.
Maybe that was you. I don't know.
Wow.
Someone gave
It
me
sounds
the.
like something that I would give, but I can't. I'm just trying to rack my brain what I got you for your
Can't
21st.
remember. I really can't. Someone
Because
got
I
me
would have
the
gone in with a
fine.
bunch of people because there would have been a few of us that would have gone in
Yeah,
to get you something significant.
yeah. I mean, I probably got like something engraved, no doubt. Something pewter. I'm thinking pewter.
Yeah, goblet.
Selangor pewter, as Tony Martin would say. Yeah, I think a goblet, a big beer cup, or
Hip
something
flask.
like that. A hip flask. Yeah, I think I got hip flasks, things like that. Yeah, which is all very kind things to give, because there's the idea is that there's something that you'll keep forever. And
Yeah,
I've probably got them in boxes in the shed somewhere. Who
yeah.
knows? But
Same.
someone did get me the video of the 1997 Crows Grand Final, because it was actually it was
Yeah,
1997 that I
yeah,
turned 21,
yeah.
and so it was the same year, and they'd only just won that a couple of years. Let's not talk about it.
I don't
Sorry,
reckon that would
but
have been a gift from me because I would have been still quite raw.
so dark. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was
sorry.
something we just did not talk about.
No,
Yeah,
we didn't, did we?
no, no. It was like it almost broke the family up.
Were you in Melbourne then? So I went
Yeah,
to that grand final. You didn't go.
no, no. I was doing a play. I was performing.
Oh, you were performing on that on
Yeah,
grand final day.
yeah.
Oh, wow. There you
I
go.
remember finding out that we'd won at the lunch in between the matinee and the night show, you have like a sort of
Yeah, right.
a early dinner kind of thing.
Because your
And
dad
I remember
came.
finding out.
Yeah,
Did he? Yeah.
he came with us. Yeah,
I wasn't really that interested in football then, to be honest. I couldn't have cared less either way.
yeah. Although we
But
used to go
but
to the
whoever got me the
football.
video,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. But
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I've never watched it. Don't even have a VCR anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what I got you. Could have been the Crowded House thing.
It
Anyway,
could have been. Anyway, what did you
oh,
do?
yeah. Well,
I know because I was there and
you
I
were there.
loved it.
Oh,
Do
fantastic.
you know, I have to say that when I was that age, I was 14 when you turned
Yeah,
21,
yeah,
and I loved going to Melbourne and being around you and Brad and
yeah,
Ants and Auntie Ashley, and it was so much fun. We used to just
yeah.
have so many laughs, and I loved it so much. It was brilliant. So I got to come to your 21st. How
Yeah, it
good's
was
that?
fantastic, and you played a huge role in my 21st. So you
Did
were
I?
the you were the barman.
Central. Yeah, that's it. You're the underage barman.
You were
Yeah.
the underage barman with my younger brother Anthony. So that was seriously funny. But when we got talking about the 21st birthdays and thinking back to all of those memories, so many fun times because all your friends are turning 21 around about the same time. So there was
Mm,
lots of parties, real excitement, getting dressed up, leading up to the event. Catching
perms.
big hair. I had big hair, big earrings, big hair, helping decorate, your best friends or your own parties.
Mm,
Seeing all your mates in the one place at the one time is always just so great. So
yeah.
I've got really good memories of all my friends and family's 21st birthdays. In fact, one of them was a themed one, and
Okay.
yeah, and I went dressed up as Merv Hughes.
Did you really? So what? You just didn't shave for a week? Is that? Sorry.
Yeah. I
Wow.
drew a big fat mustache on my face and wore my brother's cricket whites. Oh my god! So then there's just so many funny memories that came up. Like, I went to one 21st birthday, and my boyfriend at the time, who was such a sweetheart, he
Mm,
danced with my mum on the dance floor, and it was like everybody got really dressed up for this one. This was
wow.
Pimmy's 21st, and the song that I'll never forget, the song
No.
that they were
Oh
dancing
God.
to was "All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You."
Oh, that's so inappropriate.
The kind of dancing like that, like about a foot
Yeah.
apart. Oh, that would just crack me up so
That
much. And then,
is brilliant. There'd be no eye contact while
nah,
when the
nah,
chorus hit. Your boyfriend's like, "What have I done?" Oh my God.
super, super funny. And another at my family's a family member's 21st birthday, the whole birthday cake fell off the plate and
Oh
onto the
no.
ground.
Oh no.
Yeah, so and my cousin, he picked it up and just started eating it. It was
Oh really?
yeah.
Wasn't me, was it? No.
No, it was cousin Wade. Yeah. So, but
But you have got a note in the show, and I remember this,
yeah.
that your friend's hair caught on fire.
I know, she had the longest hair right down to
Really
the
super long hair. Yeah, I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
And anyway, yeah, I don't know how I don't know why she was so close to the cake with her back to it.
You think with hair like that, she would have learnt by now.
Yeah, so it did. It's got all singed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Sam.
Yeah, I
But
remember
yeah, that
that.
was
Yeah.
terrible.
Mm.
And then my brother's 21st, I helped stage manage his 21st, like an event
Really?
coordinator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a mate of mine, he used to make these big banners for everyone's 21st, and so sort of like 3 meters long or something. It was a massive bit of paper, and he was a sign writer, so he'd do some beautiful happy 21st birthday Christy on it, and then everyone would sign
Sign it. I remember that.
it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just great big thing hanging up on the wall. So I remember that was also really cool. But my brother's 21st, where the food that we had were like little mini buns and little mini hot dogs, and it was a really good
Bring it
night.
on.
And then he borrowed some furniture from my mum's work,
Oh, yeah.
like tables and chairs and stuff like that. And at the end of the night, they had this massive bonfire. They chucked all the furniture on the bonfire. Yeah,
No.
so it didn't get returned back to the mum's work.
He would never
Oh,
got his bond back for that one. Jeez.
no, so yeah, it was a bit cold. So yeah, but my own 21st birthday was a cracker. It was you were there.
Yes.
We had a party in the backyard and we had a beef on the spit and the music. We had a jukebox. That's how long ago it was.
Oh yeah, of course.
And the song of the night was "Eternal Flame" by the Bangles. It was on
Oh
high
yeah, right.
rotation.
I can
You
imagine.
could just.
Yeah.
It was just really, really cool. Yeah, I think it might have poured rain, and it was hot. It was a hot night. Yeah. So, and the speeches are always funny. My godfather, he gave a really funny speech at my 21st birthday, and then the key to the house and the key and all that sort of stuff. But I remember the funniest presents I got for my 21st. I got a club lock.
Fantastic. Well, that was basically car security back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I had that club lock forever, and never had a
Those
car
things were
stolen.
good.
Yeah.
The club lock days.
I know, and I got 2 sexy dressing gowns. They were exactly the same. Yeah, one was like peach and one was black.
Oh, do you know who gave that to you? That seems.
I can't remember now. And then it was
dear.
just like
Did you get any glassware? Any whiskey glasses or matching?
I got
decanters.
No, I can't remember, but I remember getting some dolphin prints and whale prints. Yeah,
Oh,
so
lovely.
yeah, so they were. There's a story with them. They got stolen. Oh God. Anyway, long story. But I think my grandma gave me a cutlery set for our grandma. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
right. Okay. Yeah.
which I've actually never used. It's all still here and never used it. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I said we had food. We had a lamb on the spit. Right, and then big salads, and everyone just
Oh yeah, hoeing in.
Yeah, the old man, he would have carved it all up, and it would have been meat for days. And
oh hell yeah!
And I had an ice cream cake because that's my favourite. I love ice cream cake.
The ice cream cake.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
And when I was chatting to Mum about funny things of the 21st, and her spin on it's different, because when you're the person enjoying it. But yeah, she said, you had an ice cream cake. Did you remember that? I'm like, no, I don't. So
you didn't remember?
No.
Oh, so totally you got reminded. Yeah, I remember the ice cream cake. I think your mum accidentally burnt a hole through her top with a match. I think I've told that story before, but I remember she was wearing a top and it was all brand new, and then she put a match, like she was lighting a cigarette with a match, probably. That it was such fine material that the hot match went through the shirt. If I'm remembering that correctly, Auntie Ash, if you can confirm.
She probably still had the tag on it and was spewing because she couldn't return it.
Yeah, she has done that before as well. I remember with Ants. He had a pair of pants for some event and she's like, don't get them dirty because I'm taking him back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
another one was one of my girlfriends came, and I'd recently broken up with a long-term boyfriend, and she went home with him. Yeah. But they both came up to me and said, look, we're actually going to go together. Are you okay with that? I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Were you really?
Yeah. I totally. No.
Didn't care.
No. It was totally fine. But that was sort of funny memories of that night. Really,
that was
really
fun.
funny.
And I have mentioned it before, the famous green shirt. I borrowed Brad's green shirt, and I thought I was so cool wearing this green shirt. It was a nice shirt, actually, Brad. You had some good taste back then, and I felt like, I was 14. I'm like, oh man, check me out.
Yeah. Because you and my younger brother Anthony and Basil Lascali from up the street, the three of you guys were the bartenders.
We were, yeah. And I actually drank some beer. I was 14 and I snuck some beer in. Yeah.
And so did Basil.
I was also smoking at that as well. I smoked because you had a caravan out in the front yard. And I was literally hiding under the caravan with Ants and Basil when we were smoking. I was 14.
When you were supposed to be behind the bar.
Oh no, this was in prep for the bar. We're on our smoko. You know what I mean? You'd let us have a smoko.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that bad? But I'm confessing all these things. I hope
there's a great photo of you three behind the bar. See if I can dig it out somewhere.
I would love to see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll get them out.
I don't specifically remember. I remember doing the bar, but I can't really remember it.
Yeah. Or Basil went home drunk.
Oh, Basil. Didn't he only live 2 doors down or something?
Yeah, he was close. But
he's hilarious. He was so funny, wasn't he?
He still is too.
Is he?
So,
wow. Cool.
So many funny memories.
What a fun time. Yeah, absolutely. Now, we did. I put the call out for some honourable mentions,
Yep.
and I put the call out to some people. I didn't get much back, I'm going to say. So if you're listening, for those that I asked, they gave me nothing.
Yeah.
One guy just came back and said, "We once moved a piano." I'm like, that's fantastic. A little bit more context would be good.
Yeah.
And there was another friend who said that they tried to hook up with someone. I won't say hook up in a sort of fully grown up way, but just tried to
Yeah.
hook up with someone and
Yeah.
it didn't quite go according to plan. So best laid plans sometimes fail. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would. And then I just quickly asked Sarah and Sarah's mum. Sarah could kind of remember hers.
Yeah.
She had a bear that everyone signed, which she's still got
Oh.
to this day. But Wendy had hers at my mother-in-law had hers at the Butte. I think she said the Butte RSL, which is a Butte. Butte is a town in sort
Oh,
of on the
okay.
York Peninsula, where she grew up, and was catered by, I think, if it wasn't the CWA, it was like the Women's Auxiliary,
Oh,
so
yeah.
salads and cold meats.
Oh.
Can you imagine how good that would be?
And triple layer sandwiches with no
Oh,
crusts. What are they
the
called?
best.
Yeah, finger
It would be
sandwiches, ribbon
so good.
sandwiches.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
so good.
country
Mum
catering's the best.
oh, I know, so good. My mum had a small 21st, but I think she was getting married like not long
Yeah,
after. So,
because she
you know,
moved to Melbourne when she was 21, didn't
she
she?
did, yeah. So she
Yeah.
had a huge 21st year of her life. So that was a
Mm.
really, really big deal. When I was chatting to Howie about, 21st birthdays, and he didn't have a 21st, he had a very small one, but he recalls going to a mate's 21st, and then the guy who was making the speech, he was just going on and on and on and
Oh
on.
no.
And anyway, somebody yelled out and said, "Hey, mate, cut the crap and cut the cake. Hurry up and cut the cake."
Fantastic.
Yeah,
There
so
should be a bell for speeches. You've spoken long enough. Ding, ding,
I
ding.
know.
Yeah, good
I
idea.
reckon we could
Good
have a
on it.
whole episode on speeches,
Yeah,
because speeches they should be short and sharp, to the point. Don't go
absolutely.
on, and don't if you're making a speech about someone, don't make it about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? How many times do you see that? So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
just gotta get to the point.
Keep it
So
snappy. Bullet points.
yeah, dot points only.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I reckon the 21st birthdays, they seem like such a long time ago now, but I just had such great memories of my 21st. Mine was videoed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes. We watched a bit of it the next day, I remember.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, geez, that would have been so much fun. Yeah. Really good times, but it does seem like a long time ago now, doesn't it, Ben?
It does, but you know what? If you've listened to this episode and you want to tell us about your 21st, just pop a comment, because we'd love to hear, were there any mishaps? Did anything happen? Any, mystery arrivals that just someone walked through the door and you're like, who the hell is that? Just some really interesting stories. Let us know, because we would
Oh,
love
yeah.
to hear some of your memories of your 21st.
Strange gifts. Oh, I remember we had name
Yeah.
tags at my 21st. Do you
Oh,
remember?
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Hello,
yeah.
my name is," and then you'd
Yeah,
write your
yeah.
name on it, and then it was
Yeah.
like it was a really good fun talking point.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good idea.
So, we hope you enjoyed joining us on this journey through the history and traditions of the 21st birthday. I've loved it, a little trip back down memory lane, and I'm actually now gonna go and grab my 21st, photo album, because I've got an album, and I'll get that
Wow.
photo of you, Ben, with Anthony and Baz behind the bar.
Just don't share it publicly until I've seen it.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So, look, remember the Spotlight on Community series. We've already released the episode with Wendy Bywaters, and we've got some more episodes coming up. So, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Remember to follow us on Instagram, Facebook. You can watch and listen in on our YouTube channel, Two Cousins, One Chat. You can subscribe and leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Where are you listening from? Tell
Yeah.
us about your part of the world.
Thank you. And actually, Ben, we've had some comments on Spotify. So thank
Mm,
you to all those people that have been sending us some beautiful feedback on Spotify. So when you listen in on Spotify, there's an option there to make a comment. What do you think about this episode? So that was been really, really cool. So I just
fantastic.
discovered that the other day. There was a whole suite of them there that I hadn't answered. So that's pretty cool.
Lovely. Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Bye for now.